it.
How you doing?
Hello.
Red Slater.
Hi.
Helene
And
Weiss.
yes, from Rethink.
TV.
Okay, so now we're talking to Helene. She's from
Hello.
France, right?
Yes.
And she is exploring happy. So tell us, Helene, what
Happy
does
coach.
happy mean?
We like this.
And how do you explore it?
I'm based on my personal journey about reconnecting to myself
Nice.
and learning to love myself as a whole as I am. Learning to bring happiness in my everyday life and build a sense of self-esteem, self-worth, self-love. Because I really believe that if you're seeking true happiness, you have to explore your bright sides, your talents. You have to accept yourself as a whole, and you have to focus on what makes you happy to
Okay.
build healthy habits.
How do you find that
Absolutely.
out? How do you find out what makes you happy?
You explore your past achievements.
Okay, so
Uh,
you explore your past achievements.
Yep.
You think about what are your passions, what makes you
Passion is a good
feel
one.
good,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what
Feel good, achievements,
the
feel
people
good.
who help you have a good sense of self-worth and
Ah,
inspire you, because you have to surround yourself with the right person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, surrounding
This is
yourself
what
with the
we
right
do here
people.
in
That's why we're
Bali.
here. Yes.
Exactly.
How was it before? Why did you go on that journey
Yeah.
of exploring happy in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
place?
I have a very classic story for people here in Bali. I was in a corporate life. I was having a high-value job, a lot of responsibility as a project manager and a manager. I was doing a great job, but I was feeling a sense of frustrations, lack of fulfillment. When I was waking up in the morning, I was feeling stressed. I was feeling heavy. When I was going back home at night, I was exhausted, drained. I slowly disconnected from the social life, disconnected from my passions, from what was making me happy. I was
Yep.
just focusing on resting and having me time to recenter, because I was so much out of my center.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
What
burned
do you?
out.
Okay, so basically you happened to experience a burnout.
Yes.
So you weren't living anymore. You were just functioning, so to say.
Exactly.
Okay.
And with this strong anxiety and feeling of not knowing where I was going and where I wanted to go, I could not even target my assets or believe in myself. So I did a very slow and profound work on myself about reconnecting to
Yep.
who I was, what were my success.
Okay. What were the key ingredients of doing that? Reconnecting to yourself. What did you physically do? So we want to share with other people on how they could go about if they feel disconnected or drained, or but they don't know where to start.
Yeah. Did you have a step-by-step process?
Yeah.
How many steps?
Or anything that
Yeah.
you use in order to
I
get
went
there.
back to a routine, to
Nice.
a daily healthy routine. I mean, comfort zone routine can be toxic, but you can bring back routine,
As in, for
morning
example.
routine
Yes.
in your life. So having breakfast, cooking my breakfast,
Yes.
having a healthy juice and a coffee and a breakfast, because I quit my job, so I finally had time and I had no
Nice.
places to hide
Yes.
anymore.
Okay.
So when I finally developed this habit, I reconnected to the fact that morning was my favorite part of the day, when everything is possible, when your day is just an empty page that you have the responsibility to fill.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
That's a
It's
hell
all
yeah
of us,
moment.
Yes.
I'm now having breakfast, and yes, I don't know yet.
So based on that, I started to have meditation and quick yoga routine before breakfast and cooking my breakfast. Then I met some people who taught me about habit stacking,
Ooh.
Habits tracking.
stacking,
Habit
Stacking.
stacking.
making piles of
Habits.
little habits every
Good
day.
habit.
Not
So
like
for-
like
5
that.
new habits every day, but
How does that look like?
step by step.
So you kind of implement a new habit, or you implement a new habit every month, or
It depends on how good you feel with your habit. It takes 3 weeks to have your brain
Ah, of
getting
course.
used to the habit.
Yes.
So it's the
Yes, yes, yes.
At
process
least,
about
at
the
least,
cue
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Not
the,
automatically happening.
the
Yeah.
reward.
So for example, can you give us an example?
Well, the meditation cue is first thing in the morning. Then the reward is to feeling settled, so I can go into my yoga practice. Then the reward is breakfast, that is a very happy moment of
That's
my
very
day
happy,
because
yeah.
I love food.
Yes.
During breakfast,
Yes.
either I read an inspiring book
Okay.
or I watch a TED Talk. Something
Yes.
inspiring,
Nice.
something
Yes.
that fits
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Okay.
Then the next cue is to finish breakfast. In between, I had a shower. Yeah, I had a shower.
Very
shower.
healthy. Sorry.
And then either I write 30 to 50, 300 to 500 words,
Yes.
or I
Nice.
just go in 3 little tiny baby steps that makes me a little bit closer to my life project, to my intention of the moment.
Okay.
I don't like to have specific goals. I want to have a global intention,
Yeah.
a frame,
Yeah.
and I want to trust myself about creating actions on a daily basis to make it happen.
Lovely.
So if I have a coaching appointment, then I maybe prefer my coaching appointment a little bit more, or I send an email to somebody I want to connect with, or I read a book, or I study something. But it's just little actions,
So-
like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And
Little
then
moment.
when I'm done, it's like it's been like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half slot, and I can start my day because if based on the fact that I wake up at 6:30, basically by 9, I've always done meditation, yoga, breakfast, reading, writing, hustling.
Okay, does that sometimes, I mean, it sounds great, so that for you, it was good to establish some kind of routine in order to reconnect to yourself
But I did it very slowly.
very slowly.
I
Because-
didn't go there like that. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
It's the best way to
No.
fail, to do it too much. This is my ideal routine. For example, these days I don't write that much. So I allow myself to be gentle to myself because this is the key ingredient about self-respect and self-love is to be patient
Yep.
and to be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Some days I'm just lazy. I'm like everybody. I wake up and
Yeah.
nothing feels good.
Yeah,
that
and
coffee tastes
I'm
rubbish.
exhausted, and I will go to have a breakfast outside somewhere. So I won't be in the same routine, but I trust my ability to make things happen in another way
Yeah.
during
Yeah.
the day. And some day I'm very productive, and some days I'm really lazy.
So what would you say is the biggest life lesson that you've learned from coming from the corporate world and being where you are right now? What's the biggest life lesson that you think?
Look into the camera and tell us.
Be
Tell us.
patient. Be gentle to yourself.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Takes time.
Believe in the fact that life will provide if you allow to be connected to what's happening around you.
Yeah.
So if you are too much goal oriented, if you have like a very rigid
Yes.
frame and a step-by-step plan, you don't allow magic to happen. You don't allow inspiring conversation or
Yep.
somebody coming to rock your world.
Yeah.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneous, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Some good routines, healthy routines. I have my own morning routine. But, yeah, even though but is not a good word. In that case, though,
You have a bar.
Still,
I have a but. So still, it's important to leave that kind of space for play, that kind of space for flexibility. You know, you
Absolutely.
never know. Life is a big
Yeah.
journey. It's a surprise. Sometimes things just come into your life and you didn't see that coming.
Exactly.
And it would be very sad if you would let it pass. It
Yep.
might have been the opportunity that you needed to grasp in order to grow. But then you didn't because you're too rigid in your routine. So
Yeah,
leaving
yeah.
a little bit of space for flexibility does make sense.
And as soon as you found that you're going off track again, you know where to go back to start again.
Yeah,
You know, to
because
get up
it's
in the morning,
okay
have the
to go
coffee,
off
to have
track.
breakfast.
Yes,
it's
and
okay.
yes.
And
Is there one book that really inspired you?
in my path of self-discovery and self-love, it's the 4 Agreements.
The
from
Four
Megan-
Agreements. I
Megan
heard about
Reeves.
it. I like it
Yeah.
very much too.
It's a very
Yeah.
simple book for very simple rules of life, which can be challenging to apply on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
But if you
You want to tell us what it's all about? The basic concept?
basic concept is to have kind of, it's hard for me to describe it in English, I'm not sure I'm going to use the right terms. The first rule is to be to have a gentle word inside and outside. Always
Nice.
use the right word.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
judge yourself inside, don't judge other. Just
Yep.
use the good word to describe the
Positive
situation.
language.
Yeah.
Positive and
Yep,
objective.
Yes.
The second one is, it's more complex concept, but this is the summary. The second one is don't take things personally.
Yes.
Everybody
It's
is
not about
has
me,
its
it's
own
about you.
story.
It's about them.
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
has its own view of the world, its
Yeah.
own story,
Yes.
and people's reaction have actually very little to deal with who you are. And it's not, even when people are mean or judgmental, it's just a mirror.
To
It's
themselves.
nothing to deal with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, third agreement is don't make assumptions.
Oh, I love it. That's my
That's
favorite, and this is probably the
hard.
hardest one because
That's the
all we
hardest
ever
one.
do all day, including me, often enough,
Yep.
I catch myself making assumptions.
Assumptions are all the.
And I learned it the hard way. Sometimes you just have to, I like that one because assumptions, and this is what I do in NLP coaching too. It's actually like questioning assumptions that people come with,
make
because
people shift.
Yeah.
make people shift that mindset,
Yeah.
like stop making assumptions and actually seeing the bigger picture. There's always more to an issue than it seems at first sight. The only thing you can ever be sure of is like what your own perspective is, and
You
your
know
own.
what
even
you
that,
think.
you know,
Yeah, you
sometimes.
know what you think, but you never know 100% what another person thinks.
Well, but we were just in the last interview. Like even what you think isn't always right.
Even
Because
that,
you
well,
know-
yeah, isn't that complex?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, the mind.
Oh my God! It's
And
always
the
anything else.
last one,
Last one.
whatever happens, always do your best. If you
Yeah.
did your best and it didn't work out, it wasn't
It's okay.
meant to work.
It's a lesson learned.
You just did your best.
Yes, it's good
And-
experience. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
to really plop it up.
Failing is cool.
Failing is cool.
Yeah, I'm going to say
Yeah.
that. I'm going to put
Learn
that
the
out
lesson.
there.
Yes, learn the lessons. Like, yeah. There's actually a whole theory about in business saying like there's no failure, there's just lessons learned. And you
I
know
agree
the
with
most
that.
successful people out there have endured a lot of failure, but this is what made them so good in the end because they learned such great lessons from
Yeah,
it, how
yeah.
to not do it and how to do it better.
Yeah.
So,
Everything in your life, every people
Yeah.
we meet are here to teach you a
yes,
lesson.
yes,
And if you are open to that, to say, okay,
Exactly.
what are you here to teach me?
Yeah.
Why are you here in my life? Why
Yeah.
is this
Ooh.
happening?
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
What
like
can
that.
I learn from that? How can I grow?
Yeah.
And if you put yourself in that positioning, then everything is a gift. The good and the
exactly.
bad.
Yes.
It can be challenging
That is
sometimes.
pretty
It can
damn
take 2
deep, I
days
have to
to
say.
adjust and shift, but this is it.
Like
Yeah,
every
I like
time
it.
somebody turns up, so what are you going to teach me
What are you
today?
good? You know, be open.
What are
Which
you
brings
here
us
to
back
teach
to
me?
like being open to whatever is presented to yourself
Yeah,
and
yeah,
learn
yeah.
from it. Just
Absolutely.
consume and learn. This is why we do Rethink TV.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
interviewing so many different kinds of people with different thoughts,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
backgrounds, different ideas, different projects, different lives.
Different books.
Different books, and so we basically just like we are open to listen
Yep.
and learn.
And we are learning.
If there was one thing you could tell your younger self now from the knowledge you have now, what would you tell her?
Oh my God. Believe in yourself. Everything is possible.
Here we go. It's so simple.
Yeah, yeah,
Believe
yeah,
in
yeah.
yourself. Everything's possible,
Yeah.
and always let there be space for creativity and for growth and lessons
Oh,
to learn.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't let
yeah.
people
Hell
tell you
yeah.
how you have
That was
to
from
live
the
your
last
life.
interview
Yeah.
when you had your hell yeah moment. Then
And
you've done
she
it.
just said, don't let
Oh,
people.
sorry.
Tell you how you're supposed to live your life.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
only
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
from deep inside of here what's right for you.
Absolutely.
Because
It's
you
your
are
life.
the creator of your own universe, and nobody can create it for you. Here we go.
All
well,
right.
thank you very much, Helene.
you.
It was
Thank you.
awesome.
So we have done a punt. I mean, a push to what you're doing, your website, I haven't really got one at the moment, have you? But
I have a blog right
Have a
now.
blog, So what's
your
It's
blog?
called
Share your blog.
Exploring Happy.
Exploring happy.
All right.
very
And it's
much.
going to be my professional website at some point. For now, it's just a blog. I'm sharing my thoughts. I've been sharing my journey through connecting to that coaching project. I'm going to soon explain much more about
Wonderful.
my project, Exploring Happy.
Exploring
I like that
happy.
very much.
Love it.
And I am on Instagram and on Facebook, so you'll find a way to connect with me.
Yes, we're
we
gonna
will
share
put
it all
all
here.
we will put
Yeah.
all the links below.
Yes.
And remember again, thank you for coming and having a, I was going to say a chat, but chat.
Yeah, connect with us if you have
Connect.
questions,
Absolutely.
ideas, or if you want to be interviewed somehow.
Absolutely.
Just get in touch with us.
Rethink
We're
TV.
here. Rethink TV.
And remember to comment, like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
And thank you again.
Thank you.
Think,
Thank you.
Rethink TV.
TV.
you later.
Bye.
Bye.